Monday, February 6th, 2:28 p.m. New York time. Good afternoon. This is a recap of my day trade I did with options on the stock symbol SPX. That's Sierra Papa X-ray for you civilians, which is the S&P 500 cash index. The contracts I use are ones that expire today. Look here on the option chain, and it has zero DTE, means 0 days to expiration. They expire today. Whereas the other ones, well, that's how many days they each have. So this is the contract, 6 February, and the 23 is the year. Again, 0 DT. Let's open up that contract option chain. Look at the strikes. So left side is calls, right side is puts. The strategy I did was bull put spreads. So the word puts and bullish, well, bullish meaning I'm looking for prices to go higher. And the option strategy I used was vertical spreads. And it was the bullish vertical spreads. Bullish vertical spreads are using puts. Bearish vertical spreads are using, look here, see? Okay, here, I placed this trade in the morning around 10 something. You'll see in a minute. But I was in it probably for like 40 minutes. No, maybe less than that. Yeah, less than that. So on this side, you see delta. At the time, the strike I used was a 30 delta. Yep, it's no longer a 30 delta. I'm going to show you the strike I used. 40.85. These are strikes, 40.85. And because I did bull put spreads, well, you're selling the bid. So let's show you how I cue it in here. Vertical. Selling 6 February, which is the ones expired today. The contract is 40.85. And now the delta is 4. That's good for me. If I stayed in it, I would have made more. And the strike I bought was the 40.80 right there, 40.80. So that's 5 points wide. And at that time, now it's worth 10 cents. 10 cents per contract. So when I placed the trade, it was $110. So I had $110 per spread. Yeah, you cue in how many you want to do here or not. So when I closed the trade, I closed at $65. Yep. I had working order closed for 50%, but I closed early. So I left money on the table for someone else. But if I was in the trade right now, wow, be almost near max profit. Max profit would be when it's at 0. It would be staying into expiration. I don't play that game. It's a morning session. Things change in the afternoon. Point is, I was using a strategy to get on base, fill the bases, and get to home run. First trying to hit a home run, adding more risk. Let's look here. We're looking at 4 grids. So here, on the 4-hour, again, in the morning, we were here. These are each 4-hour candles, and this is the S&P 500 futures. So prior to me placing the trade, I was looking at this, and I saw this gray horizontal line, which is a midpoint, and being that these are 4-hour candles, that's a midpoint on 4-hour. And I was thinking, okay, if we don't break below that, we may reverse, maybe bullish. So this candle was the one that was going to be finished at 9 a.m. It started at 5 a.m. It's done at 9 a.m. That means still have 30 minutes before the cash index opens. And when that one got done, this one started at 9 a.m. When it started at 9 a.m., it was briefly inside that range. And then it went a little bit higher. Yep. Tested above 41.25, went down. Well, as you can see now, it's done. It closed green. It went above and below that prior candle. Excuse me. I apologize. Again, it rejected. But that 4-hour candle, when I got in my trade, this hadn't even touched there yet. It was rejecting the 41.25. See the numbers? The red horizontal line? Numbers, quarters, very important. Yeah, so I was concerned it may go over lower. But you'll see what I was looking at momentarily more. But again, this, because that green one reversed, not reversed because it was still going lower, low, lower, high, but it didn't break below there. And then this candle was slightly above there, but it wasn't done yet. I was thinking, okay, bullish bias. It's not breaking below that at that time. So I'm thinking, okay, not a problem. I'm putting the trade on the morning. I'm not staying all day. Things can change in the afternoon. And the daily chart, when the market opens, look at here, the daily. Would you gap down? Yeah, that's kind of bearish when you gap down in the morning. What else are you going to gap down? Okay, so that's the daily candle right now. It's almost done. It's done at 4 p.m. New York time. back on here, when I saw this going into the 15-minute now on the SPX, cash index, SPX, I labeled the low of the prior day and the high of the prior day. Oh, we gapped down in the morning right there. These are 15-minute candles, lower, lower, lower. I put my trade on at that yellow arrow, 1042. So got in the trade at 1042. This one got, no, this was still not done yet, right? Yep, this was not done. So I got in during this candle, and this one started at 1045. So I got in here and closed at 1056. Well, that wasn't that long being in the trade. Yep, not that long. 1042 in, 1046 out. So my concern was when I got in during this candle almost being done, this huge impulse moved up. I was a happy camper. I was so close to 50%. I was thinking, yeah, I should just close the trade early. Close the trade early because you may not make 50%. But I stayed in for a few more minutes and then went slightly, not, did a little retracement. Well, the point is, I closed there. It went higher, could have made more money. And look at that. Tested the prior day low and then reversed. And then most of this consolidation here. But looking here, this is the 5-minute. Right here. Look at that. Bullish pin bar. And the confirmation reversal was this green candle. Made a higher high, higher low. But you don't know that till that's done. So when this candle's done, that's when you get in the trade. Let's double check so I can line up again. 1042. So let's make a line, 1042. There we go, 1042. So the 5-minute candles, that's where I got in. And this one's where I close. Again, I'm looking at multiple screens when I'm trading. So I'm using this time frame on the higher time frames, this and other higher time frames to confirm strategy, setup, direction, trade. And when I get in the trade, I'm taking it down to the lower time frame, like see here on the 5-minute and managing it. Well, you see this green candle here? Yeah, it's first a yellow candle, and then it break out above that. Nope, it was bearish. Well, it wasn't bearish, but it was a small candle, yellow, solid body. So it was hovering, not breaking above that. My concern was when I saw it first as an inside candle, it wasn't breaking out the high of that green candle. I'll zoom in some more. Oops, let's fix this up. There we go. So this candle, it wasn't above that high yet. It was an inside candle, yellow, solid. And I'm thinking, okay, it might just reverse and go lower. Let me close the trade. So I closed the trade. And within seconds after I closed the trade, it actually went higher, broke above this. And then, like I said, you saw the time I got out, 1056. Yep. So good money management. I managed it on the lower time frame and got out because it could have rolled over and went lower. And then look at that next candle was an inside candle, closed an inside candle. Consolidation breakout. And look, that big number, prior day low. Yeah, significant thing to be concerned of. So if you see here, again, here we're looking at the 15-minute chart. There we go. I label the prior day's high and low and the 8 delta top and bottom. So as soon as we open, these already, I'm labeling them at 9:30. 8 delta. So right now, neither one of these are tested. I could have used those further away. Remember, 8 delta is what? 8 delta is 2 standard deviations. 1 standard deviation be 16 delta. 8 delta is further away. I understand some of this is basic information. Some of this beginner's guide for new people. Some of it's advanced for things maybe over your head. Patience, time, grasshopper, you'll learn. I definitely needed to take a long time to learn. So this gray horizontal line was the strike I used. It was the 4085, like I mentioned. I'll show you on the option chain. 30 delta at the time. Got in at 1042. And I want to show you on the here, because this is continuously, it runs extended hours. I want to show you here on the, is it 15-minute? Yeah, 15-minute. So here I get to see the extended hours where the cash one does not. There we go. So this green one is where I got out. Extended out. So my concern was also when I was looking at this, that, hey, I'm up here already, right up here for gains already. And I know we've been having a lot of selling off. This is the high of the London session. A lot of selling occurring there. Saw that big red candle. Yeah, I was concerned that, again, we may start selling off there. We may not even make it up there. So I'm glad I closed the trade. Again, here's the Asian session, London session, the New York session. Overall, I didn't make max profits. I left money on the table, but I didn't lose. I got cash. Many thanks for watching. Thank you, as always, for spending just a little bit of your time with me. If you've gotten value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel by going below and clicking on my PayPal or Venmo. You can leave a small tip. If you don't want to share financial support, no problem. Just click the like and subscribe and leave a comment, please.